Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. You probably already read it at the title on this video. I want to review the Adventure Time X Lethal palette. I became a little bit of a Lethal fan after the collaboration with Avatar and with Dexter. I never watched Dexter, but Avatar I love. But the Dexter palette also was very, very nice, even though I am not so familiar with the series. But the color story, guys, just an A+ for me personally. And I really wanted to try Adventure Time as well because I loved Adventure Time. I was a fanatic, really. I watched it every day, every night with my boyfriend together. We really couldn't stop watching it until the end, of course, and I was a big fan. I thought the end was a little bit rushed of the series, to be completely honest, but it was the circumstances, you know. If you know, you know. But today we will review the palette, and I was like, the palette I will get definitely. The rest I'm not sure. Maybe I will buy it over a couple of weeks or something like that, because it's nothing that is really a must for me, but the palette definitely was. So I bought this one. And you slit it open and it's a little bit squishy. That's very nice. It's a squishy type of texture. And by the way, guys, I'm so sorry about my nails. Please don't look too closely at them. I know they are looking horrific. I need to do something about that. But I was too lazy today, to be completely honest. But next time I will have nicer nails, I promise. And it's very squishy, very beautiful. And I really love the colorfulness of the palette right here. And the colorfulness of the palette from the outside is really mirroring the colorfulness on the inside. But before I'm showing you the inside, I really left it like that because I wanted to show you how it looks when it came to me. I felt a little bit dumb, to be honest, at first, because I thought they sent me the wrong palette. Something isn't right. There was all those white spots in here, and then I touched them and I realized, okay, it's just a little bit of protection for the sparkly shadows. And I never ever saw something like that. So I was very confused at first. But it's so nice that they are protecting the little sparkly shadows as well, because they are maybe very delicate. I can imagine. So I'm very thankful for that. And after I figured that out, I was very happy. So I will quickly pull them out and then we can start with the first eye look. I will do 3 eye looks with you together and I'm very, very excited about that. Okay, I think that's all. Now take a closer look again at this beautiful palette right here, guys. It's very glitzy, very nice to look at. It's a little bit of an rainbow pastel kind of palette and I'm very much into it. I need to be honest, I'm not the type of person anymore that is using too much of those very dark neon-like shades. It's not my journey in the moment, but I'm excited to use them maybe as wings. But all the pastel-y kind of shades I'm very into. So I'm excited to pull out some looks. So without further ado, let's start with this beautiful palette right here. So excited about that. The shimmers are looking very shimmery, sparkly and juicy. So that will be fun for sure. So let's go on to the first look. Everything I'm wearing on my face today, of course, will be linked down below. So if you're curious about anything, I kept it a little bit more simple today, not too much, so that the eye look is in focus. And yeah, I will zoom you in like always. The close-up zoom. I'm so glad you all like that because I love to see something like that too. I really want to always see the look in its full potential, full beauty. So I'm very happy that you like my very zoomed in presentation. So let's do this. Let's start with this palette, with the first look. I'm so excited. I have a little bit something in mind. Today I think I want to keep it simple, pastel-y and glittery. How could it else be? So let's get into the first look. Of course, like always, I will prime my eyes just a little bit. with my NYX eye primer, very, very lightly, just to give a little bit of grip. And first I will start with a very, very fluffy blending brush, and I will go into the shade Cotton Candy Forest, this one right here, looking so beautiful and right up my alley. And I will go right into the crease with this shade right here. Oh yeah, pastel-y, but right in your face. That's what I expected. Very beautiful. Going a little bit to the crease area and a little bit above that, but I will keep my actual lid area blank for now. That was very quick. A very quick blend, very easy and very, very fast. It's a little bit powdery, but that always means that you will get something, you know? You will get a little bit more of pigmentation, a little bit more of wham bam, and that is exactly what is going on right now, right here. So I'm not mad about the shade being a little bit powdery, dipping my brush into it. And now with a bigger packing type of brush, I will go into the shade Pup Gang, this one right here, with the brush. And put it at the rest all over my lid area. I think it is a very nice combination. Also blending it a little bit into each other, but very, very lightly. I don't want that the Cotton Candy Forest shade is getting lost, so I will really do it very, very lightly and go a little bit into the crease as well with the shade, but with the same brush, so I don't overdo it. And now with the shade Gumdrop, I hope it's not too dark, but we will see. I want to go to the front portion of my lid area. It's looking very, very there, so I think the one dip will be enough for both eyes. Just going a little bit to the front portion. Oof, that's crazy. Oh yeah, I hope you can see that, guys. That's a crazy, crazy shade. Going to the middle portion, or spread it to the middle portion. And yeah, one dip was really enough. I wanted it even lighter, but it's beautiful anyways. I'm not mad about that. And with the same big packing brush, I will go a little bit onto the edges of that glittery shade, just to keep it a little bit low-key, or more low-key. And I also don't have anything else on this brush right now. It's really just cleaned up so I can clean the edges. Now let's come to the lower lash line, and for the lower lash line I will do basically the same thing, but I will start with the shade Pup Gang first with a smaller blending type of brush. And I really start to blend it onto my lower lash line. And also going a little bit to the back portion of my lid area again, because I have the feeling it got a little bit lost of all the blending. So I will put it a little bit back right there. Now I'm going again to the shade Cotton Candy Forest and put it right onto my lower lash line as well, but I try to keep it a little bit lower than the Pup Gang shade. So that everything is mixing beautifully together. Okay, now I think I want to do something a little bit more adventurous, and I will go to the shade Banana Guard, this one right here, with the inner corner type of brush. I will go right into my inner corners with this one. Ooh, it's standing out very beautifully. And on top of that, of course, I need to go into the shade Candy Castle, this very glittery yellow shade right here. And go also right into the inner corners with this one. Oof, stunning. It's very, very vibrant, I have to say, but beautiful. This all over the lid as well. Oof, a beautiful summery eye look. And I also go a little bit above that, just with the rest that it's left on my brush. Or let me take a little bit more actually and take it as a little wing, because I think it will combine very nice with the blue and the more lilac-y shade. Ooh, yes. Feeling a little bit like butterfly right now. Exactly what I wanted. And now I will go again into the shade Gumdrop with the same inner corner type of brush. So again in this shade and a little bit into the front portion of my lower lash line as well. But very, very near and very, very lightly. I really don't want too much of that on my lower lash line. But for a little bit of spark, you know. And yeah, guys, I think this is everything I want to do. I said to you I want to keep it very fast, very easy, but you see how effective it is. It's so stunning and I really like it. So I will quickly do my lashes and my lips and then we will be right back, like always, with the finished result. Hey guys, this is all of the look zoomed out. For my lashes I used my Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara and I used really little of it. I just did go in very lightly over my lashes just to give them a little bit of bounciness. I really wanted to keep it very light and fresh. And for my lips I did a lip combo with my Pat McGrath Labs Blitz Trans lipstick in the color Lady Stardust. My love for this color will never die, I think. I bought it again and I really like it and I thought it will be a very nice combination. But to keep it up with the candy themed, I thought the matte lip cream from Rare Beauty in the color Energize will help with that. And I think it's a very nice candy-like combination and I'm really not mad about it. So my first impression with this palette right here, it's very cute. It's very cute, very simple. With simple, I mean simple to use, you know? You wouldn't think that it's such a simple palette to use, but it was so fast blended into my eyes, so fast that I put on a color combination. You know, it's a kind of rainbow palette, so you would expect that it's not too hard to do that, but not every brand is doing it justice, you know, and this one did. So I'm very happy with the first look. Really impressed with the yellow and with the blue and how vibrant it is, even though it's a pastel kind of palette. So I'm not mad about it. I could even do it a little bit more intense if I had used the Peppermint Butler shade or the Blueberry Cops shade. But like I said to you, it's not my journey really right now, so I'm very happy with this look right here for sure. We will see what I will do tomorrow. Yeah, but first impression, very nice. To be honest, with the names, I watched the series entirely. I can do something with Blueberry Cops. I can do something with, let me see, Peppermint Butler, Banana Guard, of course the Banana Guards, I know them. But I can't remember everything that is standing right here. Cinnamon Bun, of course I know Cinnamon Bun. It's many names splurged into one palette, so I think it's cute. I love also the shades. I don't know why Lemon Grab is green and not... Okay, it's a lemon, so lemons are green, but in the series he is clearly not green, he is yellow. So maybe the shade Candy Castle would be more fitting for Lemon Grab, but who am I to judge? I think the color itself looks very beautiful in the pan, so we will see about that. But yeah, with the names, just that you know, I know some names in here, but I'm not familiar with everything somehow. Maybe I need to rewatch the series, I don't know. But the palette itself looks very cute and very fitting for the overall Adventure Time vibes that it should give, you know? So yeah, with that being said, let's do the second look. For me it will be the next day, like always, hopefully with better nails. We will see. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's do the second look. I'm very excited. So let's jump right into it and let's do this. Okay guys, it's the next day. Let's do the second look. I want to do, like I said, something with the green, something with the brown. I'm so excited. I want to do maybe something like a halo eye today, or a halo eye. Let's do that. Why not? It sounds good. My eyes are already primed, so we can go right into the look. Without further ado, let's jump into it and let's do the second look. I'm very, very excited. Okay guys, you are zoomed in. I will start directly with the brown cinnamon bun. This one right here. It's such a cute brown. It's a little bit more on the warmer side. And it's looking very, very nice. And I will take it on a smaller blending type of brush. And of course, I will start at the outer corner of my lid area and work it a little bit in. Not too much because we want to do a halo. And I will also go to the inner portion of my lid area with that shade to create a beautiful halo. Go a little bit above my crease so that the color is being seen. And I will leave a little portion out for the green. Colors are very powdery, but therefore very, very impactful. So I'm not mad about that. It don't have to be too precise or something like that because we are going in there again. And to blend it a little bit better out, I will go into the shade James II. Very lightly. It's a little bit of a lighter type of beigey brownish shade, and I will go right at the edges of that brown just to blend it a little bit better out. Inner and outer corner, of course. The brown shade cinnamon bun, it has a little bit of peachiness in it, I can tell right now. Very, very cute. Very light again. Perfect for the summertime, I have the feeling. Okay, you know what will come now. With a smaller packing type of brush, I will go into the shade Choco. This one right here. It's like a neon type of pastel green. Very beautiful. And I will go right into the middle portion with this one. Ooh, it's very, very light, so I will tap it in first, that it's being seen. Because it's a very, very, very light shade. There's much white in it, I can tell, but it's beautiful. You can also do a really light wash on your lid when you are going in with a blending brush. You can make it really, really light, and in certain lights you can see that it's green, but it's not detectable from far or something like that, you know. Just that it's something special. I think that would also be a beautiful look. And with a bigger blending brush and no product on it, I will just go a little bit into the middle portion again and blend the green a little bit out. That's cute. And now, of course, I will go into the shade Lemon Grab with my finger. Oh, beautiful. Look at this, guys. Stunning. And I will go over the shade Choco with it. I think it's a little bit more on the vibrant side, so I think in the end we won't see much of Choco anymore of the shade, but I think it's a beautiful base for the shade Lemon Grab. So let's put it over it. Ooh, I don't want to do a base or something like that. Don't want to do a glitter glue. I want that it's a little bit more on the lighter side, but even without a glitter glue you can see that shade definitely. And again, with the blending brush and no product on it, I will just diffuse it a little bit in the middle portion. Because I did go very high up. And I clean it a little bit and go also to the outer and inner portion, just very, very lightly. So that the halo is still being there. Now let's come to the lower lash line. I really like that so far. I like how bright and fresh it's looking, so I want to keep that for sure. I will go for my lower lash line with this shade Cinnamon Bun first, again, with a very small blending brush. Going right in there, all over it. It's very, very powdery, I have to say, but therefore very beautiful and blendable on the eyes. Look how powdery it is. I don't know if you can see that. There's very much kickback. It's not something that's bothering me particularly, but there are some people I know that don't like that. So just that you know, there is much kick up. No, I feel the shade Mother Gum. This one right here, I feel it right now. So I will go with the same brush very lightly in there. And also go to my lower lash line with this one. Ooh, it's very, very bright. Ooh, brighter than I thought, but it's beautiful. And with the shade Candy Cane Guy, this one right here, I will go a little bit into the middle portion as well onto my lower lash line, so that we used a little bit more shades. And very, very near my lower lash line, I will go again with Lemon Grab also into the middle portion to tie it a little bit more together. But with the shade Candy Cane Guy, I did go a little bit more downwards. But with Lemon Grab, I really want to stay focused onto my lower lash line, very near. And now for the inner corner, I don't know, I think I don't want to go too ham, but maybe let's do like butterscotch, why not? Let's play a little bit. I want to use all the beautiful glittery shades. So let's put this one into the middle portion, very, very lightly. Do that all over the lid, just this shade. I can imagine that's beautiful. Look how sparkly it is. I like that. This look is very, very flashy. Okay guys, I want to do a little bit more, to be honest, but I don't want to ruin the look. I like it how it is right now. Maybe let's go a little bit into Marshmallow Kids, also for the inner corner, because I want it a little bit brighter in the inner corner. So yeah, that's what I like. And the Lake Butterscotch shade can poke a little bit through. Clean it a little bit up. Okay guys, I think this is everything I want to do. Maybe for the third look I will do the ice cream guy and Mr. Cupcake and Nettie. We really need to use those glittery shades as well. Candy Elemental I didn't use as well. Ooh, how I will fit all of those beautiful glitters into my next look, I don't know, but we will do it somehow. We need to do it somehow because they are stunning looking. So I will quickly, like always, do my lashes and my lips, and then we will be right back with the finished result and the finished look and a little bit of my thoughts. So let's do this. Okay guys, and here's the finished look all zoomed out. It came better together than I thought, to be honest. I'm very happy with that look. It's a little bit something else, not what I usually do, especially with the halo. I did a different kind of halo on the lower lash line than on my lid area, so it has something for sure. I'm not mad about that look. And for my lashes, to top it off, I used my Supernatural Melt Cosmetics mascara. Love the stuff. And for my lips, I already had on a little bit of my MAC Taste for Bubbles Fizzy Feels Lip Balm, this one right here, just to give my lips a little bit of something, a little bit of hydration and a little bit of color maybe. And over it, I topped it up with my MAC lipstick in the color Bubbles, the glazed lipstick. And I really like how everything is coming together, how everything is looking. It's very, I don't know, the look has something interesting to it, and I really, really like that. And yeah, guys, love the second look. I think it's beautiful. I just wanted to do 2 looks, but we need to do 3 now, I think. I need to pull the camera tomorrow back out again, because I have the feeling this palette has so many colors, so much potential. We can't just leave it to 2 looks, you know? I need to do a third one. This is something I really feel right now, that it's important that I do that, because we have also so many shimmery shades that I didn't use for the first and the second look. So without further ado, let's jump into the third and last look. I'm very excited about that. And then we will come to my final conclusion. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not mad that I bought this one right here. So let's do this. Okay guys, let's do the third and last look with this palette right here. I'm so excited. I think I want to try to do something simple but effective, like always with this palette right here. I think it's the perfect palette for something like that. So without further ado, let's jump right into the look. I'm very excited. Let's see what I will come up with, but I have a little bit something in mind. So I think I will start directly with the shade Candy Elemental and Netty, I think it's pronounced. Those two shades. I will start with the shade Candy Elemental, this one right here, on my finger. Ooh, beautiful, like I thought it will be. And I will go right onto my lid. All over it basically. It's with a bluish shift and I really like that. Such shades are always so flattering for so many people, I have the feeling. But it's a little bit more on the cooler side, so perfect for winter as well, I have the feeling. So beautiful, like a wintry type of look. Oh, stunning. I love that. And now I will go into the shade Ice Cream Guy, this one right here. We will start right away with the glittery stuff. Look guys, ooh, I thought it will be like that, but it's even more. So I think the one finger will last again for both eyes, so we will do that. And I will go with this one at the outer portion, very lightly on both sides. And just work it a little bit into the lid. And with a clean finger, I will just go into the middle portion and smooch the two shades a little bit better together on both sides, so that it creates a nice flow between the two shades. Now I'm going a little bit bold. I will go with a small blending brush into the shade Blueberry Cups, this one right here. Because even though those are not my tones anymore in the moment, I of course want to use it and try it. And I will go very near my lash line with this shade, that I get a little bit of that down there. I poked me right into the eyes, guys. Ooh. Now I have to deal with that. And because of the shimmery shades, the shade Blueberry Cups isn't too much, I have the feeling. It's the perfect amount for me to give a little bit of depth. Beautiful, and I love how it's meshing together with the glittery shades and it's creating something completely new. And to top it off, I will go into the shade Mr. Cupcake, this one right here, with the same brush. Need to be a little bit more careful with that because it's a more, you know, sparkly type of shade, a more metallic type of shade, so I will get maybe a little bit more fallout with that method, so I want to be a little bit more careful with that. And I will go over the shade Blueberry Cups with this one, just to make it even more pop. It won't add just a little bit, not too much because it's very similar, but it will give a little bit of something for sure. So that we have an overall metallic glittery eye look today. I love that. So many colors in one. That's very cool. And again, with the same brush, I'm going into the shade Marshmallow Kids. I love white shades. I use them very often to clean everything up. And this is exactly what I want to do. Just going a little bit to my brow bone and make it a little bit cleaner up there. And because I think this is so effective, I really don't want to do too much to my lower lash line because I really like the way it's looking right now. So I think I will go just very lightly into the shade Timmy, this one right here, very lightly. And go with this one, with the same small blending brush, onto my lower lash line. All over it basically, because I really like the way it's looking. I don't want to have too much going on down there. but maybe a little bit of something special. Now with the inner corner type of brush, I will go into the shade Netty, this one right here. And I will go right into the front portion of my lower lash line. The rest I will work into the back portion of my lower lash line. Just the rest that it's left on the brush. And I think for my inner corners, I will go again into the shade Needy or Netty, this one right here. And also put it into my inner corners, because I have the feeling it's light enough for that. Ooh, I like that. It's also a nice combination with the purpley shade that we laid down first. Just very lightly, a little bit into the inner corner. Don't want to have too much again. Yes, and I think this is everything I want to do for the last look. I really, really like it. We used all the rest of the shimmers. So proud of that. Not all of the matte shades, but mostly all of them. And I'm also very proud of that. So I love that look. I will, like always, quickly do my lashes and my lips. Then we'll be right back with the finished result and my overall thoughts on this palette right here. So let's do this. Okay guys, and here's the look all zoomed out. For my lashes I used my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eye Mascara in Extreme Black. And for my lips I rounded them a little bit with the MAC lip liner in the color Soar, just to give me a little bit of a shadow and something on my lips. And I topped it off with the Devil Eyes Plumper Lip from Dodo. And I really like this one. I bought it in Japan and I think this is a very cool lip plumper, and I just love how it makes my lips look and how juicy they are when I'm using this plumper right here. So very happy about this combo overall. And yeah guys, what can I say? I really like this palette right here. I have to say the wear time is also very, very good. For such a glittery palette, I have really minimum creasing. On some of the looks I didn't have any creasing, and on some of them I have very little creasing, even though I pumped the glittery shades on, you know, so I'm very happy about that, and therefore this palette is top-notch for me, and I love the theming. The theming on this palette is A+. You know, it's capturing the vibes of the show very nice. The colors are matching the outside, the inside is very beautiful, and love the shimmery shade. You can do so much with it. You even can do something a little bit more on the neutral side with the brown right here. It may be the shade Netty if you want it really, really simple, but it's effective. Everything you do is effective with this palette because it's so there, you know, and I really like that. It's exactly what the show is giving to me. So also with the color schemes. So I'm really happy with that. I really like this palette and I will use it more often for sure because I love this show. And I think it's a very nice executed palette right here. And yeah guys, this is all of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I loved my 3 looks so much. Which one is your favorite? I really want to know because I really like all of the looks. But I have the feeling this one and maybe the second one, I'm not sure, but I think this one is my favorite of all because I love blues and purples. So this is not a surprise for me, but I really wonder what is your favorite. And if you like this palette, if you have it, do you like it? What do you think about it? I have to say I'm very excited to create more looks with this one for sure. And yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, I would be so happy if you give me a thumbs up, that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Excited about my next video. I bought me the Chanel palette. I posted a little bit on my Instagram about that. It's an older palette, the Utopia one, and I was so surprised that Germany brought it back, so I needed to buy it, of course. And I'm excited to film with this one. I will use it maybe a little bit because I can't wait, but then I can tell you a little bit more also about my feelings towards this palette. So excited about the video, and I'm excited about the next time we will see each other, and until then, bye.